Bruh.
Is artillery hard to play? Welcome to the age-old question that is. Recently, a content creator posted a video with artillery, and in it he had mentioned how hard it is to actually play artillery, and that's why there is a place for it in this game, because it's hard to play. So, I have a replay for you guys where I do not move. Well, I tried not to move, and then this guy kind of ruined that for me, because look at him. Like, I hate artillery as much as the next guy, hence why I sold all my artillery guys, but don't do what this guy's doing. Don't become what you hate. Don't become what you swore to destroy. Anyway, once he moves on, we're just going to aim up a shot. There we go. So, I have 3 replays for you guys. They're going to be chopped up, don't you worry. I'm going to show the first load, and that's it. And then from then on, I'm going to cut it up so that you don't see me loading at all. And you get to see where I relocate and what exactly I do and how much I outthink and outplay the enemy in these replays, because I want to show just how hard it is to actually play, because I kind of agree with the content creator now that I really think about it. Because here I am in the game, loaded up my AP shell, haven't moved. In fact, I let a teammate decide where I go, and he's pushed me to this location, and boom, 1770, 1737. For sure, if that player on my team had not pushed me, I would not have hit that shot. That player on my team clearly knew what was happening, what was going on. But here we are in the same exact location, aiming up a shot at the Jagdpanzer 100, and boom! 1839 into the Action X. Yet again, if that Action X had not pulled out in front, we would have probably missed and done no damage. So now that's 2 shots in a row now, which have been saved by the fact that by the enemy team and my own team. And now we have a shot on this guy, and we only track him. Could have hit him there, could have penned him, and done insane amounts of damage, but unfortunately we are unable to. But, you know, that is what it is, and here comes a light tank. And we're going to have to defend ourselves. Now, name a class, no, literally, name a class in this game where you are actually required to aim your gun at the enemy, pull the trigger, and shoot. Name me one other class that has to do that in this game. I can't think of a single one. There are no classes in this game that actually shoot with guns. Boom, dead. 1750. What other class could hit a shot like that? I'll give you time to think about it. I don't think there are any other classes in this game that actually have guns. For sure. That require you to aim and pull the trigger. Like, that's insane. I mean, could you imagine if you had a turret and you had to get close to the battle and you had to worry about angling, you had to worry about overmatching, you had to worry about, you know, their light tank or where he is, where the rest of the enemy is. Can you imagine all of that? If you had to focus on all of that, that would be hard. That would be hard. But, you know, in the artillery, we have to aim our guns and we have to pull the trigger. And that alone is very, very, very difficult. This next game, we are in the Object 261, aka the Jagdpanzer E100 from the sky. Jaeger from the sky, because it has a 170mm. And it pretty much does the same damage as the Jagdpanzer E100. But from the sky. Yet again, we're going to show the first reload, and then we're going to chop up the rest of the reload, so you don't have to wait for me to reload every single, you know, what is this thing, like a 24 seconds reload or something ridiculously fast like that? Yeah, so, you know, this will be nice and short indeed. But as you can see in this one, I have decided to move. Believe it or not, I've decided I'm going to drive my self-propelled gun into battle. This is what I've decided to do, and that's what I'm going to do. And for some reason, I just have these people, and I don't get it. I do not get it. This is the next game. I say sorry, but watching the replay again, I do realize that he definitely did that on purpose. He pulled in front of me to block me, I'm pretty sure, because, well, anyway, let's aim up a shot here. We are now in position. The amount of thinking we had to do to get into this position, and now watch this. Now we're gonna have to aim. Holy cow, this is gonna be difficult. Here we go, aiming at this guy. Oh, what happened to our aiming there? I for sure wouldn't be able to figure out exactly what happened to our aiming. Can you guess what just happened to our aiming? I don't know. I can't think of it. Is he still there? We're gonna find out. We hit him. Yeah, do you see this Borsig behind us? Yeah, he's gonna be there for, yeah. There we go. So that's 2 games in a row now. The world of artillery. And Raybot, in one of our streams, pointed out that artillery players have been getting bullied a lot. And this is clearly true because in this game and the other game, we were getting bullied by other players. But what does that tell you about the state of the game right now? If players in this game are getting bullied by other players because of what they're playing. It does tell you that something needs to change, something needs to happen to this class. Because whether or not it's fair, whether or not it's balanced, it's getting out of hand. The other players are making it get out of hand. So, something does definitely need to change. Now, her accusation was the fact that it was because of Operation Overhaul that people are getting bullied. This is well before Operation Overhaul. This was from June. This replay is from June of last year. So, this has nothing to do with Operation Overhaul. Yeah, so like I said, these are older replays, hence why the shells are going straight now. Now, I've chosen this location to defend myself from the light tank, because if he drives towards me and past me, he has to go through... he's going to get shot by these tank destroyers. So that's why I've elected to choose this location, because if he decides to drive behind me, he's going to get shot. So that's what I've decided to do. And I need to make sure I shoot him in the turret. Here he comes. There we go. We shoot him, unfortunately, in the tracks, but he's going to drive by me and get shot by the Patton, exactly as planned, and he goes down, and we live. I think that was the only little bit of knowledge we used this entire game. The only bit of knowledge, because so far, we've shot at tanks that were spotted, and that's about it. Not people who are camping, but people who are spotted. This tank has not done any shooting of people who are camping, which is what this class is originally designed for. We load up an AP shell, boom, straight in it goes. And, yeah, you don't shoot at camping tanks in this, which needs to change. I think you should be able to see people who, after the first minute of the game, are 100 meters from base, and then after that, 200, and then the next minute is 300, and so on and so forth. The longer the game goes on, the further out you can see from the enemy base. That way, you're only shooting at people who are camping. Yeah, other than artillery should be immune to this. And I think that would help out a whole lot, because now you are encouraged to leave your base, and you're encouraged to play the game, and camping heavy tanks, who we all get annoyed with, would get punished for camping. Another thing about these tanks that are so easy is the fact that you don't need to know how long your shell takes to reach the enemy. There's no skill or experience required. It tells you 1.5 seconds before the shell reaches. Okay, in that case, I aim 1.5 seconds ahead. Simple, easy, cheap, reliable. It's too easy. This one I know it's going to take 3 seconds to get there. So I aim it up, and I'm going to let it go. Go for the bombardier. Easy, come on. Boom. Ah, so close from the bombardier. We just need, maybe if we had super HE, but no, I'm a cheapo, so I don't have super HE. But, there we go. We're going to win this game. Like, those are the people we should have been able to shoot at the start of the game. The AFK charioteer. I should have been able to see after a minute into the game, because he's less than 100 meters from the base. And then 2 minutes I can see 200 meters. 3 minutes I can see 300 meters. So on and so forth. That way, it discourages camping, and it encourages you to play the game, and you don't have to worry about being the light tank and being the first one spotted, because you don't have to worry about getting shot by artillery. 6,400 damage, 1,700 assisted, over 8,000 combined damage in the 261. So we had 2 games in a row where we got bullied, and both of them took place before Operation Overhaul. So Raybot blaming Operation Overhaul for the fact that artillery units are getting bullied is completely false. If you're in Operation Overhaul and you support Operation Overhaul and you think that we're being labeled as bullies, we are being labeled as bullies. It is, yes, we are. But it's by Raybot. Okay? She's the one who is labeling us. The rest of the community knows that we're not being bullies. I would say 90% of the community who have seen the Operation Overhaul videos are on board for Operation Overhaul. You are not bullies, guys. Don't let her say you guys are. There are, of course, some sour apples in the bunch. Yes, there are some out there who are taking this a little bit too far. But then it goes both ways. There are some people who are against Operation Overhaul who are taking it way too far. In fact, I get a lot more offensive comments on my videos from people who don't support Operation Overhaul than I see offensive comments on the Wargaming videos when they release an artillery unit, which is kind of surprising. I thought for sure there'd be a lot more, but a lot of them are just like, we don't need this. Why is this in the game? You know, something like that. Something along the lines of that. But yeah, we're in the CGC now, and we're platooned up with some people, both of which I think, if I remember correctly, were trying to mark their tanks. I don't know who is at what, but I think the FV was just about the 2 mark, and was the E5 about the 3 mark, so we're hopefully going to be able to help them out here in this game. Next, we've been receiving some comments from players who said that they've been in the forums and in the Reddit. And just real quick, don't take anything you hear from Reddit to heart. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy on World of Tanks Mercenaries than the Reddit page. Like, that is where, that's where you go to cry. Let's just be real there. And this FE422 is clearly camping, and he needs me to shoot him, because he shouldn't be camping where he is so close to the enemy. Like, how dare he? Die. Yep. So much skill involved right there. But anyway, so according to these comments, there are things going around and people are like, uh-oh, we're unsure now. Is this a clone guy thing? What's going on? And what's going around is people think that this is some kind of personal grudge against Raybot. I guess from what I heard, this is something she said in the forums, that the reason I'm doing this operation is to get back at her for kicking her from CC. Now, I haven't seen any source from this. I don't know if it's true or not, or if this is actually from her, if she's actually the one who is saying this. But either way, no, it has nothing to do with that. Getting kicked from CC is the best thing that ever happened. And for her to say that, you know, this is revenge for her kicking me is kind of interesting, considering she said in the forums that she didn't kick me, and that I was asked to be removed, which is, you know, really silly because I wasn't asked to be removed. So let's just get that out of the way. It has nothing to do with that. And then the other thing is people are saying that this whole Operation Overhaul is just a personal agenda that I have, and it has nothing to do with the community. Well, that's somewhat true. Yes, I really, really want to see this game get better, and that would benefit me a whole lot if this game became good and fun again. It absolutely would benefit me. Like, I can't say, oh, if they make the game better, you know, it'll be worse for me. No. If they make the game better, well, it'll be better for me, and it'll be better for all of you. So yes, I do get something out of this if the game becomes a better game, is it becomes better. There you go. There's my personal agenda right there. There you go. Take it and swoon. I don't care what you do with it. But now we're aiming up at the 705A. And we're losing this game, and something needs to happen. Some kind of skill needs to happen right now if we're going to win this game. Some real skill. I've got an idea. This is what I'll do. I will shoot him. There we go, I shot him. Outplayed. So what I did there, guys, to help us kill that enemy tank was I shot him from my orbital laser cannon view, and I killed him. And right there, I did it again. So as you can see, I'm really putting a lot of effort into winning this game right now by shooting this gun at the enemy. And now I'm going to do a Unicum hack here, and that's trying to assume and guess where the enemy is. If I was the artillery, where would I hide? And I would say probably behind this rock, which is what I'm going to do now, is shoot behind this rock. And he is not there, as you can see, unfortunately for me. But we're going to let the rest of this video, this replay play, just so you can see just how long this reload is and why I chopped it up. It's boring, guys. Playing artillery reminds me of playing World of Warships. You just fall asleep. It's resident sleeper, really. But here we go. Here's the T-92, who I'm unable to shoot now because I fired my shot, hoping I would guess where they're hiding out, because that's where I would go if I was artillery, getting ready to shotgun, have one face one way, one face the other. This T-92 just shotguns the E4. We're going to fire one blind, just guessing. We have Super HE loaded. Who cares? We splash him there, and now he's a one-shot because of the amount of skill I required by pressing. I didn't even have to actually press my A button. But there he is now. He's a one-shot for us. Fire it off. Don't even aim. And we hit him direct. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All that's left is the last artillery unit. And then we win this game. So my friend is going to be scouting him. There he is. Not even aimed. Why would you aim in artillery? Watch this skill, guys. I know for a fact that if I time this just right and I fire off my shell, it will fly to the center of the circle and hit him directly, which it does. And so does my platoon mate, who also hits him directly. So he kind of had no hope whatsoever of surviving that, as we don't even aim our gun and we hit him and kill him. So was there any skill involved to these 3 games, 2 of which were aces? Oh, this one wasn't even an ace. Never mind. Was there any skill involved? No, there was no skill involved. Now, this is the easiest class in the game to play. And I'll emphasize yet again what I was saying sarcastically in the first video when we shotgun the light tank. This class, all you have to do is aim and fire. That is your role. You aim and you fire. It does not require any skill. It can, however, require knowledge. Like, you can be knowledgeable enough to know that, hey, this is the tank I should be shooting to give us the best opportunity of winning this game. Like, that is something you can do, but that still doesn't require any skill. There is no skill involved. Knowing a better position to take on the map, yet again, is not skill. It is knowledge. Tanks, on the other hand, you have to keep track of your turret, keep track of your tracks, keep track of your ammo rack, keep track of your team, keep track of where your closest friendly is, keep track of where the closest enemy is, keep track of how many people are shooting at you, where they're shooting at you from, all this other stuff. And that does require skill and knowledge. So artillery is just a knowledge class. There is no skill involved. I'll let you guys all change your mind in the comments below, but that is it. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button, comment, subscribe. Make sure you go check out SpaceBANDIT YouTubes and Twitch. Links in the description below. And I'll be seeing you guys all later. Take care, everyone. And peace out.